Thank you, Coulter. So Roanoke City Police, along with police all around the country, are mourning the lives lost in that peaceful protest.
Acting Police Chief Tim Jones says the department has received calls, emails, and messages on social media from the public showing their support. WSLS 10's Rachel Lucas is joining us now live. So Rachel, you spoke with him about this tragedy and how it affects the men and women along with their families as well.
That's right, Lindsay. Interim Police Chief Tim Jones tells me that this morning, during lineup of all officers on duty, he addressed the tragedy in Dallas, knowing that it was on the minds of everyone who puts on a badge today, as well as their families. In the speech, he says he told his officers, quote, to remain focused, to remember that they are police officers that are sworn to keep the peace and protect lives, that they still have a job to do here. However, he knows that it can be a very fearful time to be in law enforcement. Today, officers put the bar over their badges that signifies a lost officer. He says they will wear those badges until every officer killed has been buried and read what they call their last rites. He says that reminder will certainly continue to weigh on their minds.
The tragedy in Dallas, while it was cold, it was deliberate, it was ruthless, and I can't think of circumstance in law enforcement to that level in my 35 years. To have that many law enforcement officers killed in one spot is shocking. It's almost surreal.
Now, in a show of support from the community, several members of the community today went to the memorial of a fallen officer that stands in front of the department to honor the lives lost and the work that officers here do at home to keep all of us safe. And coming up tonight at 6, I'll show you my interview with the NAACP leaders, as well as the publisher of Colors Virginia. In studio, WSLS 10.
Organizations representing minorities are also weighing in on the shootings this week and working to keep an open dialogue. WSLS 10's Rachel Lucas picks up our team coverage. She joins us now in the studio. So Rachel, I understand the NAACP made a statement today in response to the violence. What did they say?
Well, Lindsay, Brenda Hell, president of the local chapter of the NAACP, along with their vice president today, spoke about the tragedies that happened, killing and wounding innocent police officers, as well as men they say were wrongfully killed by police. Today, they talked about fear on all sides, both in the minds of black men and women, as well as fear that officers have while doing their job. Now, also spoke to the publisher and CEO of Colors VA magazine, Robert Jeffrey, about the same thing. They all agree that now, more than ever, it is important to communicate, to talk about the issues, and to find a proper outlet for everyone involved to be able to properly vent their frustrations.
I think we need to really look at why these things are happening. And we need to start really coming together and really having these really sober conversations about why these incidents continue to happen.
We have to wake up the conscience of individuals to know that it is not right to kill innocent people in cold blood. We have to wake up the conscience in people that hate is not the word that we want to use. We need to be using the word love more than the word hate.
And really, that clip there from Brenda Hell sums up discussions I've had with all sides of the issue today between police and black men and women. It's all about a message of peace. Now, I've spoken with police, minority leaders, and everyone seems to want the same thing. All are calling for dialogue and communication. Now, tomorrow at 4 p.m., the NAACP will be hosting a vigil to remember the innocent lives lost. That's happening at the MLK Bridge here in Roanoke. The public is invited to attend, and we'll have more on that coming up this weekend.